The final part of the question asks, would it be more likely to find a bird that weighed 13 ounces or more in the north or the south? This builds off of what I said in the previous answer. This asks you to understand the concept of a z-score and how to apply it. So again, reviewing, we have a bird in the north. They're normally distributed with a mean of 10 ounces and a standard deviation of 3 ounces. A south bird is normally distributed with a mean of 16 ounces and a standard deviation of 2.5 ounces. As you can tell just by looking at this, a 13-ounce bird is actually above average in the north while it's below average in the south. So somehow we need to communicate that. And in this case, what I would say is a 13-ounce bird is one standard deviation above the mean, which means only 16% of the birds weigh more than 13 ounces. If you remember your empirical rule says that 50% of the data is above the mean, and then 34 is within one standard deviation. So if you draw your picture, you would see that there's only about 16% of the birds weighing 13 ounces or more in the north. Whereas if we actually look at the south birds, they're below the mean. They're actually more than one standard deviation below the mean, which means looking above, you're talking about 34% plus 50%. So at the very least, 84% of the birds weigh more than 13 ounces. Therefore, it's more likely to find a bird with a weight of more than 13 ounces in the south. Make sure you answer that question. I gave all this explanation, and then I have to make sure I answered the question.